Have you ever felt a chill crawl up your spine? A primal fear whispering that the world isn't what it seems? What if the nightmares we conjure in our darkest thoughts suddenly shambled into reality, caught on camera for the entire world to see? Prepare yourselves, because the truth behind the Seattle zombie lady is far more unsettling than you could ever imagine. It started with a flicker, a grainy video clip shared in hushed tones across the internet. A figure, pale and gaunt, stumbled through the bustling streets of Seattle, her movements unnatural, her presence deeply disturbing. This wasn't a movie set. This was real life, unfolding before horrified eyes. The footage spread like a contagion, each share amplifying the terror. People watched, mesmerized and repulsed, as the woman lurched forward, her face a mask of agony and something far more sinister. Was this the beginning of the end? A harbinger of the apocalypse we've only dared to imagine? Her skin, a ghastly pallor, seemed stretched taut over bone, and her eyes, though obscured, hinted at an emptiness that chilled viewers to their core. A low, guttural sound, barely audible, was reported by witnesses, adding another layer of dread to the already terrifying scene. This wasn't just a person in distress. It felt like something other. The initial reactions were a mix of disbelief and raw, unadulterated fear. Comments flooded in, questions screamed into the digital void. Is this real? What is happening? Are we next? The internet, a vast echo chamber, began to hum with a collective dread. This wasn't just a viral moment. It was a psychological experiment playing out in real time. The human mind, confronted with the inexplicable, often defaults to its deepest fears. And what fear is more primal, more universally understood, than the reanimated dead? The video's low quality only enhanced its terrifying mystique. Shadows danced, details blurred, allowing the imagination to fill in the most horrific blanks. It was a perfect storm of ambiguity and terror, designed to latch onto our deepest anxieties. Every staggering step, every unnatural sway of her body, was dissected and analyzed by millions. The way her limbs moved, the vacant stare, the sheer wrongness of her presence, it all screamed of something beyond human comprehension. This was a scene ripped straight from a horror film, but with no director to yell cut. Social media became a crucible of fear, theories, and morbid fascination. TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, every platform buzzed with the Seattle zombie lady phenomenon. Hashtags trended, memes were born, but beneath the surface, a genuine current of terror flowed. Users shared their own chilling encounters, their personal anxieties projected onto the screen. The line between reality and fiction blurred as people desperately sought answers, or perhaps confirmation of their darkest suspicions. The digital world amplified the panic. Every comment section became a battleground of speculation. Was it a drug overdose, a tragic mental health crisis, or something far more insidious? The collective imagination ran wild, fueled by the anonymity and rapid dissemination of online platforms. The sheer volume of engagement was staggering. Millions of views, hundreds of thousands of shares, all contributing to the viral spread of fear. This wasn't just a video. It was a global conversation about the thin veil between our world and the unknown. People began to call local authorities, even the CDC, in a desperate attempt to understand. The fear was palpable, transcending the digital realm and seeping into everyday life. The Seattle zombie lady became a symbol of our collective vulnerability. The speed at which the narrative evolved was terrifying in itself. From a simple video, it morphed into a full-blown urban legend, a modern myth born from pixels and panic. The internet, in its boundless capacity, had created a monster. This phenomenon highlighted the power of collective belief, even in the face of scarce evidence. When enough people believe something, even if it's terrifyingly untrue, it gains a life of its own, a monstrous entity feeding on shared anxiety. The digital echo chamber didn't just spread information, it amplified emotion. Fear, once a solitary experience, became a communal one, shared and intensified by millions of strangers connected by a single horrifying image. The most pervasive and terrifying theory, of course, was the zombie apocalypse. The woman's appearance and movements aligned perfectly with every horror trope we've consumed for decades. Pale skin, shambling gait, vacant stare, it was all there. Why did this theory take such a strong hold? Perhaps it's our cultural saturation with zombie narratives, from classic films to popular TV series. We've been conditioned to recognize the signs, to anticipate the horror. The idea of a real-life zombie outbreak taps into our deepest, most primal fears: loss of control, the collapse of society, and the ultimate degradation of humanity. It's a fear that resonates on a visceral level, bypassing logic. People began to share survival guides and emergency plans online, half jokingly, half seriously. The line between dark humor and genuine concern became increasingly blurred, a testament to the power of the zombie mythos. The thought of a loved one turning, of humanity devolving into mindless, flesh-eating monsters, is a terrifying prospect. The Seattle Zombie Lady brought that abstract fear into sharp, horrifying focus. This wasn't just about a single individual, it was about the potential for a global catastrophe. The video became a chilling what if, a glimpse into a future we desperately hope never arrives. The sheer audacity of the theory, the willingness to believe in something so fantastical, speaks volumes about our collective anxieties. In a world often feeling out of control, the zombie narrative offers a terrifying, yet strangely coherent, explanation for chaos. Even those who dismissed the zombie theory couldn't shake the unsettling feeling. The image once seen was impossible to unsee, forever etched into the mind as a chilling reminder of the unknown. While zombies dominated the conversation, other equally disturbing theories emerged from the digital shadows. Each one offered a different flavor of horror, a unique path into the abyss of human suffering and societal breakdown. One prominent theory suggested a severe drug overdose, specifically a potent synthetic opioid like fentanyl or zombie drug xylazine. The effects of such substances can be horrifyingly similar to the undead, causing users to appear catatonic or violently disoriented. The thought of someone in such a state, lost to the world and their own body, is a profound tragedy. But for many, the visual horror overshadowed the underlying human suffering, turning a medical emergency into a spectacle. Another chilling possibility whispered online was a severe mental health crisis, perhaps a psychotic break. The human mind, when fractured, can manifest in terrifying ways, leading to disassociation and erratic behavior. The idea of someone losing their grip on reality, wandering lost and vulnerable, is a different kind of horror. It's a reminder of the fragility of the human psyche and the unseen battles many face daily. Then came the more conspiratorial, yet equally unsettling theories. Government experiments gone wrong, secret labs, rogue scientists, and unintended consequences. A classic trope that resonates with those who distrust authority. Was this a test subject, an escaped patient from a clandestine facility? The idea of hidden agendas and dark secrets being unleashed upon an unsuspecting public is a deeply unsettling thought. Some even speculated about a rare unknown medical condition, a disease so debilitating and disfiguring that it mimicked the appearance of the undead. The thought of a new, terrifying illness emerging is a constant human fear. The internet, in its boundless capacity for speculation, left no stone unturned. Each theory, no matter how outlandish, found its proponents, its believers, adding layers of complexity and dread to the unfolding mystery. These alternative theories, while perhaps more grounded in reality than zombies, were no less terrifying. They spoke to different anxieties: the opioid crisis, the mental health epidemic, government overreach, and the ever-present threat of disease. After days of rampant speculation and widespread panic, the official narrative began to emerge, slowly pulling back the curtain on the Seattle Zombie Lady. The truth, while less fantastical, was still deeply unsettling. According to reports, the woman was indeed suffering from a severe medical condition, possibly exacerbated by substance use. Emergency services were eventually able to locate and assist her, providing much-needed medical attention. The initial reports suggested a complex medical emergency, not a supernatural phenomenon. This was a human being in profound distress, not a creature from a horror film. The reality was tragic, not monstrous. However, for many, the official explanation felt insufficient, almost too mundane. How could something so visually terrifying be reduced to a simple medical incident? The human mind craves a more dramatic resolution. Even with the truth revealed, a lingering sense of unease persisted. The image of the Seattle zombie lady had already been seared into the collective consciousness, a symbol of unexplained horror. Was it just a medical condition? Or was there something more? Something that the official reports couldn't or wouldn't explain. The ambiguity, even in clarity, left room for doubt and continued speculation. The incident served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of individuals experiencing medical or mental health crises in public spaces. Their suffering can be misinterpreted, sensationalized, and stripped of its humanity. The unsettling reality was that a person's profound distress had become a global spectacle, a viral sensation fueled by fear and morbid curiosity. The true horror lay not in the supernatural, but in the human response. Even now, the image evokes a shiver. The official explanation provides context, but it doesn't erase the initial visceral fear. The Seattle zombie lady remains a haunting figure, a testament to the power of perception. Why do we, as a society, so readily embrace the terrifying, the inexplicable? The Seattle zombie lady phenomenon offers a chilling case study into the anatomy of fear and our inherent desire for dramatic explanations. Humans are wired to seek patterns, to make sense of chaos. When confronted with something truly bizarre, our brains scramble for a narrative, and often the most dramatic or frightening one takes hold first. There's a strange comfort in shared fear. When millions are experiencing the same dread, it creates a sense of community, a collective experience that can be both terrifying and strangely exhilarating. Pop culture plays a significant role. We are constantly bombarded with fictional horrors, conditioning us to recognize and anticipate certain tropes. When reality mirrors fiction, even superficially, our minds make the connection. The anonymity of the internet also emboldens speculation. People feel free to voice their wildest theories without immediate social repercussions, leading to an uninhibited flow of terrifying ideas. Confirmation bias is a powerful force. Once a theory, especially a scary one, takes root, people actively seek out information that supports it, often ignoring contradictory evidence. There's a primal thrill in confronting the unknown, even from a safe distance. The Seattle zombie lady offered a glimpse into a world where the rules are broken, where the impossible becomes terrifyingly real. This incident wasn't just about a video. It was about our collective psyche, our fascination with the macabre, and our deep-seated need to understand, even if that understanding leads us down a path of terror. The human mind, in its quest for meaning, can sometimes conjure monsters where none exist, or perhaps reveal the monsters that lurk just beneath the surface of our everyday lives. The Seattle zombie lady saga also cast a long, dark shadow on the pervasive issue of misinformation. A single, ambiguous video spiraled into a global panic, fueled by unverified claims and sensationalism. In the age of instant sharing, the truth often struggles to keep pace with the lie. A terrifying rumor can spread across continents before facts even have a chance to be established. This incident highlighted how easily a tragic human situation can be stripped of its context and transformed into a viral spectacle, devoid of empathy or understanding. The speed at which fear propagates online is alarming. It bypasses critical thinking, appealing directly to emotion, making it incredibly difficult to counter with rational arguments. For social media users, the allure of being the first to share a shocking story or to offer a compelling theory often outweighs the responsibility of verifying information. The consequences of such widespread misinformation can be severe, from unnecessary panic to the erosion of trust in legitimate news sources and authorities. The Seattle zombie lady became a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the power of a single image to ignite a firestorm of fear and speculation, regardless of the underlying reality. It forces us to question our own consumption of information. Do we seek truth, or do we chase the thrill of the terrifying narrative? The answer, for many, is unsettling. The shadow of misinformation continues to loom large, a constant threat in our interconnected world, capable of turning a human tragedy into a global nightmare. So, what do we truly make of the Seattle Zombie Lady? Was it merely a tragic medical incident, a person in profound distress, caught in the unforgiving glare of public scrutiny? Or was there something more, something that defies easy explanation? Even with the official reports, the image persists, a haunting reminder of the thin veil between the mundane and the monstrous. The human mind, once exposed to such a sight, struggles to fully reconcile it with ordinary reality. The incident forced us to confront our deepest fears, to question the stability of our world, and to grapple with the unsettling power of collective belief in the digital age. The Seattle Zombie Lady may not have been a literal zombie, but she became a symbol of something far more terrifying: the ease with which fear can spread, the fragility of truth, and the unsettling reality that sometimes the most horrifying monsters are the ones we create ourselves. What do you think? Was this just a tragic situation, or the first chilling sign of something darker lurking beneath the surface of our world? The truth, like the shadows, remains elusive. Drop your most terrifying theories in the comments below, the ones that keep you awake at night. Hit that like button if this story sent shivers down your spine, and subscribe for more unsettling explorations into the mysteries that haunt our modern world. Don't miss our next deep dive into the unexplained. You never know what horrors we'll uncover next.